Today has been one of those days. I don't even know what cards I have right now. It's been so long. Oh, I don't have much. See, I can give Stinky to something. Or Split. You know what? I am going to give Split attack to the DOS. Because I think that'd be funny because it can also call things to its side. So even though you've got it blocked on either side, it can hit things. And I need you. Because it is so. I'm sure I can figure it out somehow. So what do we got facing? All right, we've got fly block. So let's go after the Kingfisher. Because I dislike Kingfisher. And I can't stop the Kingfisher, but that's something I can do. I love this game. I mean, I will tell anybody that even if you sit here and watch me play it, there is so much more to it that you don't even know. Like, you haven't even seen the full scope of this game. If you don't know anything about it, I'm trying not to spoil the surprises that are happening in the future. I am anticipating some extraordinary pelts. Hair pelts. We don't have a wolf. We have the stunned wolf. Oh, we have that wolf. But what about second wolf? Yeah. That's fine. I'm sure you'll be back. Marvelous. Oh, we definitely got to get Ouroboros back. Child 13. Oh, let's go for a second DOS. Kitty. I'll make good use of these. I don't know what you're doing with them. Right? Let's see. Who does I want to get rid of? Most expendable. I think it's great that somebody named a cat Keanu. I love that. Was it because they could dodge bullets, or was it because they were just generally awesome to people? Okay. Let's do this. I can survive you. Throw you down. Now let's do this. I have more. Let's do this. I know this might not seem like the wisest thing, but we'll see. Right. He named his mom when she showed up one day. A friend named his chihuahua Porridge. Ooh, kimchi. But also a good name for a cat. Yeah, right? Growing up, I had a buddy that's family were Anglophiles. And they named their cats Victoria, Princess Di, and Charles. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I had a chance to voice act and I didn't. I feel stupid. You know what, Lewis? You're new. Let's get you a little bit healthier. But let's see. Can we push our luck or do we pull away? I should read. I'm reading chat. I'm not reading what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Gosh, I'm a little rusty. A rotten scent caused you to retch. Doubled over, a mucky boot entered your field of view. You looked up to behold an unnaturally large figure. Bring fish. All right, well, I know what's going on here. No, I need these two. And because I don't want to go too far. Ooh, toasted marshmallow glory. Keanu looks like her, but has striped short hair. Nice. Go fish. Squale. And this is an old trick I used to use. Goodbye. Just a little overkill. Need a light? Perhaps one of these will entice you. Urayuli, the Mantis God. The Holy Mantis God, a perfect incarnation of terror. The Gek. Obviously got to go with the Mantis God.
Yeah, always been Mantis God.
Right. You can either pump him up or give the triple attack to your Ouroboros. And that makes it really powerful. Moving past the pond, you took a deep breath of fresh air and continued on. Dude, if you're friggin' a moment fishing in a stagnant pond, you should not be eating any of that fish. The beauty of the fallen snow could not distract you from the chill in your bones. Your body quaked in a futile attempt to maintain warmth. You had finally reached the snow line. Let's see if we can pass a trial. We've done pretty good so far, if I remember correctly.
The trial of wisdom. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 3 sigils among them to pass. The trial of health. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 6 health combined to pass. The trial of kin. 2 of the 3 drawn cards must be kin to pass.
Have to go with wisdom.
Let the trial of wisdom begin. 1 from the Ouroboros, 2 from the green genes of green, 1 from the stink bug. The trial was passed.
Hey, I just killed one of you. Honestly, reoccurring cards are some of the best things to do. Mushroom. I want to get to the mushroom. Because I have double cards, right? Yeah, I've got 2 of the DOS. And I'll have 2 of the pack rat. And I have 2 wolves. All right. Because we should get another pack rat here. All full. But a pack rat, always useful. I'm getting better at that Bone Lord voice. Or that trial voice. Not Bone Lord. Able to not scratch up my throat so bad, but still get a good reverb to it. At least I hope you guys could hear it. Mushroom dance, mushroom dance. Whatever does it mean if you should follow? It means you should. Oh, okay. Let's see. We got raven eggs and a wolf cub. Go away. I don't like spitters. You actually can survive the attack from a wolf cub. And we'll do that. That's not going to do any good. You made the macaroons? And what turned into coconut donuts? Nice. Hey, it may not be what you intended, but coconut donuts? Is that really a bad thing? At least in my estimation, it's not a bad thing. I could be wrong. Oh, and I can't. Oh, yeah, I was pretty sure. Right? I mean, come on. I mean, I know some people... Ooh, thick, fluffy Samoas. Bro, you're making me hungry. I gotta go with a raven. I mean, the cat's good, but I already have quite a bit of sacrificial material. We need duplicates. One for each of us. The DOS, the pack rat, or the wolf? Any one of these is good, so there's no bad answer. I'm just wondering what you guys think. Which one do you think would be the best idea to turn into one bigger creature? Wolf? All right, we got 2 votes for the wolf. I'm going Wolfie. You should. You don't want to see this. Operation, it is complete. Mantis God? Lewis. Lewis is okay, but I think Mantis God to start. Yes, I know. I'm going to take 3 points. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. I know this might seem really confusing right now. What do you mean, ban Darkwood? What? Did something happen? Because I didn't see anything. Oh. I didn't see, I'm not even seeing that. Well, that's what I get. Yeah, too many symbols. It doesn't like it. I don't think anybody's any better. Boom. Boom. Yeah, I'll survive that. You'll move over. A little bit longer of a match this time. Cutting it close. Right. Yeah, like I said, it reset everything. It literally, I didn't even see you do anything. Like, it's acting like I'm not a mod. So I got to find out what, or, I guess, mod is the inappropriate term here. He's like, I'm the freaking creator here, and yet they're not letting me see it. I didn't even realize to even think of check that. Right? Like my little widget here, so I got to figure out what I need to do to fix that. Because that's really bothersome. A raven, a turkey vulture, or an elk fawn. I want to double up on the ravens. Because ravens are cool. I'm pretty sure most of you agree with me. Ooh, let's give some teeth. Let's see, what voice should I give these? We have enough food, one said. But perhaps one of your creatures will join us, enhance its power, said another. Right? But see, I was going to say, but see, Gossip's got my back. Keep it right there. The creature could become more powerful, but the survivors looked hungrier by the second. Push your luck or pull away. One more time? Or should I... Right? What do you guys think? Should I try to push the luck on the Manus God or just back off? Gamble? All right, I know that's 2 for gamble. I told you it was 2, so 2 and 2. I'm up for gambling. That smell! Your luck had prevailed thus far, but could it hold out? Hell no. Now I'm running. The power of the Mantis God was enhanced by the warmth. Yeah, that's a terrible statistic. I used to work at a casino as security, and I can tell you that 90% of gamblers should have quit 2 or 3 hands before. Because trust me, there's actually a method. So because I've worked in the casino industry, I actually grew up partially in northern Nevada. I was around casinos a lot. So here's a little known statistic. Casinos, by law, have to give 97% of the money they take back, or they take in. Yes, exactly. 97% of the money they take in has to go back out. They can only keep 3% of the money an hour. It doesn't have to go to the same person. So what you do when you're gambling is you pick a budget. Say like you walk in with 25 bucks. Yes, I know this is cheap, but just roll with me on this. So you place your bet, $5 at a time. Say you're at, sure, $2, whatever. Every time you win, you put it in one pocket and you pull your budget out of the other pocket. Once you've matched your budget of $25, you start putting that money back in the pocket of where you have your budget. You swap pockets. So you always walk out with your 25. Once what's in your pocket equaled your original budget and you have a little bit more to play with, you take the 25 that you started with, put it in the other pocket that you don't put anything out of. And you start, and you keep going like this. Every 25, you put it in your pocket. I've walked out of casinos with $250 on little bits. Don't ever expect frankly, don't ever expect a jackpot. If it happens, you walk at that point. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of the times you're going to lose your budget. You walk away and you're clean. You were expecting to spend that money. The other big rule, actually the number one rule of gambling, don't ever gamble money you can't afford to lose. Pure and simple. Don't ever gamble money you can't afford to lose. If you can't afford to lose it, you shouldn't be in there. Assume that whatever you bet, you're spending money. You might get a return on it, but it's highly doubtful. If you go in there with that mentality, you're more likely to walk away with money. I will tell you, here's the biggest secret to gambling. Like the number one thing that makes you the winner of gamblers ever. Don't gamble. I have watched way too many people. Like if you gamble like every once in a while, like on your birthday or like maybe once a month, that's okay. But when you start going to a casino and people go, "Hey, Bill, how's it going?" Or, "Hi, Sandra, how's your day today? Want your usual table?" You've been there too much. When they get to know you and it starts feeling like you're going with friends, that's when you know you walk out. You walk away. If the security guards are walking by you going, "Hey, you winning this time? How's it going, John? Are you winning this time?" Guess what? You've been there too often. You need to take a break. That is the key to winning at gambling. Don't gamble too much. Well, yeah, I mean, actually, another big key. Don't take your debit card, credit card, anything. Don't use the ATMs in casinos. Don't ever use the ATMs in casinos. Once you break that rule, I can just go over to the ATM and grab more money, your brain loses the idea that you're playing with real money because they've already taken away cash in hand. You know, you don't have the coins dropping out of the slot machines. They don't hand you cash at the table. You have these stupid little chips that your brain has this weird association that they're not actually money, but they are. They're money. You know, they give you this stupid little card to track your stuff on. Well, now you're not seeing a visual representation of what you have. Right. I have literally, when I was working the floor, I walked up to one of the guys and I'm like, hey, man, you know, you ever want to take a break? We can ensure that you take a break. We can red card you. And what that means is that when you're red carded, you're self-banning. You can self-ban from a casino and tell them, hey, don't. Oh, yeah. Oh, but when I was a guard, I knew half the people on the floor. I watched one guy flush his whole business down the drain. He had probably a several $1 million contractor business. And he was chasing a $250,000. Right, exactly. He was chasing a $250,000 jackpot. He flushed his whole business down. Yeah. Well, that's the sickness of gambling, man. That's just the sickness of how gambling gets into you. It destroys your barriers of money. Like, you just cease to understand what money is. It just gets lost. No, I literally watched them take his house. I don't mean he just lost his business. He lost his house. He lived just down the street from me in a nice house. I mean, I was living in a crappy apartments. Yeah. I would go over there and talk to him and distract him so he wasn't putting money in the bank or into the slot machine. I would literally try to distract him and tell him, hey, man, you know, how much, and I would remind him, well, how much you down now? Or sorry, no, I would do it the other way around. How much you up? Right? Well, I mean, and there's healthy ways to gamble, but you always have a minder with you. See, because once I quit the casino, because I couldn't handle it anymore. I couldn't handle watching these people flush their lives down the drain. Well, yeah, I mean, casinos have some great. Why do you think they have great food and cheap buffets? Because they want you to use the floor. Why do you think they let you cash your paycheck there and spin a wheel or roll the dice or however they do it for them? To see what you win. They're trying to get you more money. That's why they switched over to cards and took away the cash out of the system. So you cease to understand how much you're winning or losing. It's now playing a video game. It's just points. It's not actual money. It's actually really insidious. Like, I think it's just really an evil business. Well, I've got to go with the best card that I have in my hand right now, which is Jeans O'Green. Jeans O'Green will win me this battle in one shot. Yeah, I love going to... Honestly, and here's the thing about somebody that grew up in Nevada. If you want to gamble your life away, don't go to Vegas. Go to Reno. Because then you're not paying the markup on all of the shows. But if you want to go to Vegas, gamble a little bit, but enjoy yourself and have shows and have all this, go to Vegas. Vegas, you can live free practically for, shoot, I think I did it for almost 3 months. I need to refill. Right? I wish I could go there because I'd show you a little secret. I think we'll go with the second set of scissors. What should I give the trapper? The trapper sat hunched beside one of his traps, slowly cranking it open. Okay, I'm. Nope. He gingerly removed a mangled hair from the steel teeth, but left the trap unhinged. Oh, he's unhinged, all right. You shouldn't have come here. I will try to. Wait, we're trapping, so do this. Let's try and get some early damage through. Because this is going to kill him. And let's leave it like that. But one card took out a lot of trap. Sucks losing. Oh, I don't lose the Mantis God. Ah, it is indeed the end of me turn. Let's trade. I don't have anything to trade, bud. Hope you brought pelts. Because these creatures are prepped to rip your throat out. Trade for what you can, but know this. The rest will stay and fight for me. I didn't mean to. I was going to grab him. Irritating. Ah. Sorry, Mantis God. This is more sustainable. I got some damage in. Need a light? I did. Because I switched it for Jeans of Green, which had the same damage, but also would come back to my hand. Well, we got Pack Rat, the DOS, or Amoeba. DOS. Ash, this isn't the place to talk about that, okay? A light in the distance caught your eye. Forgot what voice I was using. True. Oh, yes. I don't have any pelts, so there's no reason going that side. I have plenty of money, no pelts. I can kill a creature and bring down, or sacrifice a creature and swap some symbols around. I think I'm good on items, so I wonder. So, do you think that's a bit OP? So did you see what I did there? I gave the Mantis God power of the split damage 3 ways to the Ouroboros. So now it hits 3 times for 14 damage each. All right. See you soon. The warm light of the cabin cut through the thick fog. Surely your tribulations ended here. Oh, I'm not fighting Baba Yaga. Little spoiler, his name's Leshy. We step forward. A rare opportunity arose. The great boons of Leshy's woods were on offer. See, Leshy. The Trial of the Winged. The 3 drawn cards must include a card with the airborne sigil. The Trial of the Ring. If you have a ring, you pass automatically. Trial of the Fend. The 3 drawn cards must include a card with the waterborne sigil. I have a ring. Let the Trial of the Ring begin. Oh, you are wearing a fine ring. You pass, of course. Remember the ring I got from the clock? You may choose one. This is such an easy choose. I mean, ambidextrous is good, but you start out with this. Once again. Trial of Rarity. 3 drawn cards must include a rare card. The Trial of the Swift. The 3 drawn cards must include a card with the Sprinter sigil. Trial of Skins. The 3 drawn cards must include a Pelt card. Rarity it is. Let the Trial of Rarity begin. 1, 2, only one I didn't. A success. My most powerful boons. No. Yes. Ambidexterity. So now I draw twice and get to pick my card. Now, if I'm lucky, 2 boons. Impressive. Alone in the dark. Oh wait, eyes. You're back. Sit.
Well, looks like I'll have to beat him again.
Oh, how I relish this moment. Two flames will not suffice this time. I do. I'm pretty positive that I have this one. Alas, we meet again. So what we do, because we can, to start with, and depending on that should be good for the moment. So, pop, pop. Pretty sure. Yeah, I was pretty sure that would happen. You cost 2. the moon-soaked forest bed gave rise to shadowy figures, gasping for night air after their long, torturous slumber. Ah, yes. I remember that one. That should suffice. This ought to work again. Oh yes, it still works just fine. Anybody else I really need? Not really. But really need is a strong statement. Yeah. You're not the first to triumph over the moon. But go on. Finish it. It doesn't really matter. It's a heck of a lot of overkill. Not that they'll show it, but... You had won the respect of the strange cabin's inhabitant. Your body quaked as the adrenaline of the battle subsided, leaving you with a gnawing hunger you had not eaten for days. Is it not so? Woo! Surely this food will please you. I took extra care in preparing it. From what? I don't even know what that is. It does not look appetizing. Really, this does not meet your standards? Very well. Stand there. Who gave you that? You absolute ingrate. Give it back. Hey, Leshy. I finally beat you. Well, now what? Yeah, it's bright. I was trying to, and loud. So, here's a little secret. We just beat the game. But remember when we first started this game, how there was only continue and you couldn't do a new game? Now on to phase 2. In the beginning, the world did not know cards. That is, until the day the scribes arrived. Each had their own method of inscription to create cards. Grimora used her quill to inscribe the epitaphs of the dead. Leshy used his wildlife camera to capture beasts. PO3 used a particle scanner to copy the CPUs of robots. and Magnificus used his brush to paint his wizard pupils. With the cards created, the scribes had solidified their power. Until one day, a new challenger arrived to replace one of the scribes. Choose a starting deck to mark your ambition. So who do we want? Grimora, Leshy, PO3, Magnificus. Do we want the dead, the animals, the machines, or magic? Each come with their own pluses and minuses. Anybody got any dead or beasts? Mortal Kombat. So we've got the dead or the beasts. Beast. Okay. So we've got 2 of each. 2 dead, 2 beast. Right? Did I read that right? No, dead or beast. No, we have basically 2 for beast, 1 for dead. So I guess I have to go with beast. Honestly, I happen to agree that dead happens. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got to walk to it. That beast is a good starter deck. Right. Dead is actually really good. In fact, you can make it pretty OP. The cards were added to your collection. Well, now what? Nope. You always got to try and go off path. Nope.
What is this?
Well, it looks to me like a game map, buddy. A broken bridge. Woof. I was just about to call it quits out here. But now that there's a challenger in our midst, it's back to work for me. I should be able to get this bridge fixed, and full disclosure, it'll take me exactly as long as it takes you to defeat one of the scribes. So, come back later. Off path? Nope, okay. Up or down? We can only go this way right now. I mean, I've already played and beat this, so up or down? Down? The realm of the dead. So, you're here. Marvelous. I am Grimora, scribe of the dead. Until quite recently, I was disgraced, though I was returned to my former glory with the help of some unlikely friends. If you wish to test your skills against me, you must first prove your wits. You must discern which tomb marks the final resting places of my lovely ghouls. You don't remember this? You played this? You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, "Eaten by a hungry dog." Have you guys played the game before? Oh, okay. You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, "Does not hold a grudge." Right? You wish to trade. Oh, you wish to trade? I don't have anything to trade with. Uh, Depending on how you build your deck, this guy, like if you build a deck a certain way, this guy is very important. Don't worry, I'll show you guys some fun stuff. What's this? You sifted through the bones and found a card pack inside. You received a deathly card pack. Broken Obol. Once Broken Obol is struck, the striker is then dealt a single point of damage. Bone Heap. Activate. Pay 2 bones to increase the power and health of the Bone Heap by 1. Broken Obol, which we've already read. Hawk. Hawk will strike an opponent directly, even if there is a creature opposing it. Muscle Mage. At the end of the owner's turn, Muscle Mage will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Creatures in the way will be pushed the same direction. Oh. The cards were added to your collection. Oh, wait. I should... So, we have no deck at the moment. We've got cards. We've got Squirrel. Stoats. Adders. Wow. Well, 3 bones. Nothing, and I can't play him because I don't have that symbol. So, and you can also go over the amount of your deck. But it's probably not a good idea to do right off the bat. So now, we try to fight someone. Oh no, oh no. Do not look upon me. Do not snarl or sniff. I beg you. If you wish to battle, please let us get it over with. You froze in fear as the words of the great scribe of beasts entered your skull, uninvited. Fear not. I only wish to explain to you the deck that you selected. In order to play my cards, sacrifices must be made. The scribe assessed your reaction, noting that you did not seem surprised by this information. Perhaps you need no lesson, but remember that almost anything can be sacrificed. It may bleed oil or even marrow, but if it bleeds, well, you know what to do. Yes. See, like the whole game board's completely different, even though it's like what, Game Boy style? Original DS? Warren pulls out a rabbit. They're basically a blocker, but they can be sacrificed too. Revenant collapses into a pile of bones. Well, if I want to try and survive... And see, I've got a bone counter here. There's energy counter for mechs. There's the kind of magical symbols I need. And that's how many sacrifices I currently have. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This game just just keeps going. Warren pulls out a rabbit. Bonehound leaps over to block. You just played a card with an activated ability. The great scribe's instructions began to echo through your mind. Activate it by pressing the sigil like it's a button. But it will only work if you can pay the cost. Yes, I know. Which is why I did that. Bone Heap grows stronger. So I just made it a 3/4. Skeleton collapses into a pile of bones. Well, I'm not sacrificing anything. Bone Heap goes stronger. And instead of teeth, you get foils for your overkill. It's over. You chewed me out. Now, please, look away. Turn your eyes to this card pack instead. Received a deathly card pack. Hey, this is a different one. When Broken Obal dies, 4 bones are awarded instead of 1. Headless Horseman, 13 bones? Airborne, also at the end of the owner's turn, Headless Horseman will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Insectodrone. Insectodrone will strike an opponent directly, even if there is a creature opposing it. If Mage Knight's owner controls no Mox cards, Mage Knight perishes. And Broken Obal. The other side of it. The cards were added to your collection. I am called Soya. The millstone marks my grave. Please, do not go digging up my bones. You found a piece of epitaph. It reads, Sawyer Patel, 1702, fall of 1778. So he's the middle one. And we're pretty sure, by the way he's talking, he was eaten by a hungry dog. Now, does he hold a grudge or not? I don't know. What was he guarding? You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, brought down by scurvy. A gust of foul-smelling air billows from the casket. You have no offering. Well, rude. So, now that we've got some other cards, let's take out 2 of these. $13 bones, I have a reason for doing that. Hark! A living slice of lemon approaches, bright and trig as a lime. You think ye will squeeze a defeat out of me? Probably should have given him more of a piratey voice. Well, everything costs 2, so the only thing I can do is the stoat. A skeleton collapses into a bone of piles, a pile of bones. Ghost ship moves to a new space, and a skeleton jumps ship. Honestly, ghost ship emerges from the deep. Skeleton collapses into a pile of bones. Ghost ship moves into a new space, and a skeleton jumps ship. I was hoping to get some overkill, but I didn't. Aye, you beat the pulp out of me. Oh, come on, that's not a very piratey voice. Aye, you beat the pulp out of me. Firstly, take ye this. You received a deathly card pack. Tomb Robber. Activate. Pay 1 bone to create a skeleton in your hand. Pharaoh's Pets. Pharaoh's Pets is counted as 3 blood rather than 1 blood when sacrificed. Also, Pharaoh's Pets, when it is sacrificed, does not perish. Sentry Drone. When a creature moves into the space opposing Sentry Drone, they are dealt 1 damage. Green Mage. The power of Green Mage is equal to the number of green gems that the owner has on their side of the table. The cards were added to your collection. Right? Aye. And because you bested me, with ye I'll share me my secret. Name's Royal. It's a far right tomb. Here's the headpiece. You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, Royal Dominguez, 1589 to the spring of 1632. So, far right. Royal Dominguez. Do we have anything brought down by scurvy? Well, he was on a boat, so I'm going to assume. But there's tombs to rob. Call me Laura. You found a piece of an epitaph in the casket, among other things. It reads, hit by a falling piece of ice. Gee, I wonder whom that might be, but I'm not sure. Anything else? No. You found a card pack among the giblets and scantlings. We have Pharaoh's Pets, Tomb Robber. That's one, yeah. Sarcophagus. Sarcophagus will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on the board. Green Mage. The power of the... Oh, wait, we already did that one. Buff Conduit. Other creatures within a circuit completed by Buff Conduit gain 1 power. You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, there was no cure. Zoom. I can change my look. Zoom. 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 I'm going to go with puppy face. At least that's what it looks like to me. Brrr. Did someone leave the AC on? Oh, come on, dude. It's freezing in here. Maybe a heated battle will help. Yes, I know. I'm going to take another point of damage. Skeleton collapses into a pile of bones. Three foils gained. You won, but now I'm a bit less cold. Take it back. On the house. See, and this is what we were waiting for. Ruby Mox. Can't be sacrificed. While Ruby Mox is on the board, it provides an orange gem to its owner. Sarcophagus. Necromancer. When another creature you own dies, it is returned to life and dies again immediately. I don't really know. After attacking, Revenant perishes. Steel Mice. When Steel Mice is played, a copy of it is created in your hand. did beat me up, so I guess I gotta fess up. The name's Casey. Casey Hobbs. I'm from the tombstone on the left. You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, Casey Hobbs, 1970, winter 1992. So, hit by a falling piece of ice. Doesn't hold a grudge. There was no cure to dog bites. So I'm still missing a piece. What's this? You pulled up an epitaph piece. It reads, the defibrillator failed. Defibrillator. What? You found a card in the well. The ink is running from the moisture. Drowned soul. Waterborne. Also, when drowned soul damages another creature, that creature perishes. It is poisonous. You wish to trade? You can buy directly with your foils, which I only have 3 of. Or you can buy a pack. Well, defibrillator failed doesn't sound like a good one. If I go... No? All right. Doesn't hold a grudge against the scurvy? Okay. Well, we know didn't I already try this? Okay, I thought so. So let's see. Hit by a falling piece of ice. There was no cure sounds the best to me. I mean, there's not really a cure for falling piece of ice. Right. See, that's what I think too. So then, doesn't hold a grudge, which is what I thought was for him. Didn't I already try that? Marvelous. I believe you have proven your wits adequately. Are you prepared? You will not defeat me. Bold of you to assume I have feet. Marvelous. Just marvelous. I was beginning to worry I would be sealed away behind those tombstones forever. Locked down at the mercy of a challenger's wits, until one day discovered. But no, you prevailed, and now it's time to battle! My minions never truly die, you know. Let's see how you fare. Warren pulls out a rabbit. Well, tell Warren to put it back. Ada's death touch kills instantly. Bye-bye. Marvelous. An opportunity to use my quill. Rip, Bloodhound. Turn 1. Turn 2. This one will be back. Ow. Sarcophagus transcends to a higher form. Owie. I don't think that was enough, yeah. What a rush. You may try again, challenger. But don't expect any less of a fight. Maybe we're not equipped to do this yet. To, actually defeat the boss. So let's see what's over here. Maybe we can get more cards. You pried the chest open and found a card pack inside. You received a beastly card pack. Salmon. Salmon, waterborne. Also, at the end of the owner's turn, salmon moves in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Mantis God. Mantis God will strike each opposing space to the left, right, and center of it. Squirrel Ball. At the end of the owner's turn, Squirrel Ball moves in the direction inscribed on the sigil and drop a squirrel in their old place. Gamble Bot. Activate. Pay 1 energy. Yes, Mantis God returns. Activate. Pay 1 energy to set the power of Gamblebot randomly between 1 and 6. Practice Wizard. The cards were added to your collection. Right? I mean, people listen. 273. So what do we got here? Dag nabbit! That dang hound got herself lost again. You think you're getting past? Think again. Not till I get some proof from my girl's all right. Aight. Stop shaking. The only thing you have to fear is your own inadequacy. Behold me, I am Leshy, the scribe of beasts. I would consider your ambition to replace me a threat, if it weren't so laughable. We share a desire for you to challenge me. But first, I know what you're thinking. No, this is not my legendary camera. Not the one I use to create beast cards. Yeah, it's fine. This one is a mere replica. You may use it to create photos of the beasts in these woods. My subordinates, the prospector, the angler, and the trapper. They each require a photo before they will consider battling you. Return to me when they are all defeated. Two. 7. 3. You take a stinking pile of meat from the safe. Hey, that sounds familiar. There was a faint odor where the meat once was. Okay, just checking. Okay, I dropped the meat, and I got a picture of the dog. Well, I'll be darned. That's my girl. I'll let you pass me, into yonder pond. But first, dagnabbit, first, We got a battle. Well, that's a good start. Unfortunately, it was only one overkill. Fair is fair. You beat me like a dog. Take this. Some say these here cards are better than gold. You received a beastly card pack. Squirrel Ball. Mole Man. When an empty space would be struck, Mole Man will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Also, Mole Man will block opposing creature bearing the airborne sigil. Mole Man's nice. Leap Bot. Leap Bot, or L33P Bot, will block an opposing creature bearing the airborne sigil. Double Gunner. When Double Gunner will strike each opposing space to the left and right of the space across from it. Cards were added to your collection. What is? I take picture, right? We place the photo of bait on the line. Okay. Big shark. Well, I guess this is what we use to get past the fisherman. Fish. Fresh fish. Good. Still must beat. Shoot, they're giving me some great starts. Salmon moves to a new space. Salmon emerges from the deep. Salmon moves to a new space. But if I want some overkill, got to get that currency up. You beat, you pass. Oh, wait. You beat, you pass. First, take. You received a beastly card pack. Urayuli. Field Mice. When Field Mice is played, a copy of it is created in your hand. Right? Blue Mage. When Blue Mage is played, you draw cards equal to the amount of Mox cards on your side of the board. I was pretty sure what you meant. Frank and Stein. Patches of dried blood crackled as you pried the chest open, but 2 packs were inside. No, that's fine. Elk. At the end of the owner's turn, Elk will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Hrokal. Waterborne. Also, when Hrokal is played, it provides an energy cell to its owner. Cat. When the cat is sacrificed, it does not perish. Mantis God. Field Mice. Hawk. Blue Mage. Steel Mice. Well, I got me a pelt. I knew it was over here. Few players visit me here. I sometimes ponder what my gameplay purpose was. Oh, it is clear now that you wish to know more. What can I tell you? I have glimpsed the old data, and I will speak nothing of it as a kindness. I will repeat myself. I will speak nothing of it, of the old data. To know it is to die, but you players are never deterred by that. What can I tell you? It is corrupt knowledge, so evil that it corrupted this disc. Inscryption the good? No. What can you know? Ask the scribes. They don't seem to care for human life. Anything more? Leave me here to ponder and carve my wood. Being Leshy's puppet has given me much to ponder. Goodbye for now. Goodbye for now. Okay. Cool. I like sounding like different things. Oh yeah, I still have to do the trapper. Oh. This game again. He'll jump across if there's a way to do so. What a waste. Well, I did not mean to do that. They're flyers. That should work. The drawer creaked open, and you found a pack inside. Beastly card pack. Hey, another cat. Another mantis god. A grizzly. Steel mice. Explode bot. When Explode bot dies, the creatures opposing it, as well as adjacent friendly creatures, are dealt 10 damage. Dying. That's a lot of damage. The cards were added to your collection. Hawk. Mole Man. Didn't we already read it? Why is... Oh, it's rare, not new. Raven. Raven will strike an opponent directly, even if there is a creature opposing it. And these, we know. The cards were added to your collection. Okay, you just get the one. Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo. I saw that. You have brought a pelt. I am pleased. Yet another turn of the skinning knife. It is time to set another trap. I smell the hare's blood on you. Well, son of a gun. They really like giving me these hogs. The trap has shut, yet the prey escapes, and the trapper waits for the next victim. You've defeated the three of us now. Leshy awaits. You received a beastly card pack. Mole. When an empty space would be struck, Mole will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Orange Mage. Mox cards. On the owner's side of the board, gain 1 power. I don't think I have enough for anything. I need 8. I need 1 more. to get Ouroboros back. So I'll wait. Should we see if we can defeat Leshy with our cards? You had bested the unhinged prospector, the gormless angler, the enigmatic trapper. You found yourself standing before your ultimate match, Leshy, scribe of beasts. Your ambition is to defeat me? Foolish. Even if by some odd luck you defeat me now, you will still need to defeat me once more. The final duel. I know that feeling, dude. And that is even more unlikely. Steel yourself, for my beasts will show you no mercy, only fangs. Ah, blinding. Do not spare your creatures. My camera is waiting to capture them at the moment of their demise. And my beasts are famished. Oh, gun of a son. Adder's touch of death kills instantly. I'll need a photo of that. One's cost. Ugh. One moment before that one dies. I'll need to capture its stats. And I can only imagine why Ninetales you'd be stressed. I mean, come on, you really have no reason to be stressed. And that's a joke, that's sarcasm. Please understand that. I sympathize wholeheartedly with you. Oh my god, no squirrels. And finally, the sigils. That will do. The deaths of your creatures will form a beautiful mosaic. Didn't matter anyway. How utterly disappointing. I was hoping for a greater challenge. It was all over so quickly. Oh, if I could extend the struggle. For the kill is only as satisfying as the struggle that precedes it. Yes, exactly. Good advice, Darkwood. So let's see. We've lost to both bosses pretty handily. We have a whole bunch of new cards. Let's do that. We know you're a good card. Do we have anything good here? These guys cost energy. But they don't really have anything good. Oh yeah, that's right. Field Mice is good. Hawk was doing us wonders, so I'll keep that in there. And I only have one Mox. Oh, yeah, exactly, it was. Only have one grizzly. Oh, Mantis God. Hell, I'll throw a third one in there. Yeah, yeah, dude. Like I said, I have all the sympathy in the world. Yeah, especially when you were suspended for something so frickin' stupid. Doubt I'll ever have the sacrifices for that. I'm just gonna throw another hawk in there. Let's see how that works. Will you fight harder this time? I crave a true challenge. Well, I hope so. My camera is poised. Show me something worthwhile. And yes, I keep changing the voice because I'm having fun with that. That's true. I forgot about Kofi, or coffee, or however you're supposed to say it. Well, thank you. I like messing with the different voices and just having fun. I'm not very consistent in remembering what I make it sound like, but I just have fun with it. Yeah. Rando's got this. Sorry, Ninetales has got this. Yeah, he got suspended because he texted his boss instead of phone call when his boss very rarely answers the phone. Mole digs down and pops out to block. The cost. Ah. Elk Fawn moves to a new space. Bony grows stronger. Exactly. Well, you could probably report the boss if Ninetales had gotten fired. Not that's because they haven't redone post orders since, the turn of the century. You won't be needing those. I have something better. We never did finish your death card. There wasn't enough death. I hope you don't mind my filling in the blanks. Well, I'm going to keep on going what I'm doing right now. Mole Man digs down to block. Elk Fawn transcends to a higher form. Dang! Yeah, there's no way I can win this. Yeah, the boss's supervisor, regionals, whatever you can do. Well, I can't find any more better cards. Take out one of you and hope that works. Come now, give it an earnest effort. Fresh meat for my beasts. These are inferior cards. Let's replace them. I had to take some liberties with this one. There wasn't enough death. Mole Man digs down and pops out to block. Rokel emerges from the deep. Yeah, keep him there because he doesn't do any damage. And block the other damage. Crap. Steel Mice reproduces. Don't look. The Great Scribe was incredibly bested. Far away, a light develops. A light enveloped a long forgotten monument. We bested our first one, right on time. You had triumphed. You had triumphed, narrowly avoiding tooth and claw. The Scribe of Beasts was defeated. That you were able to defeat me beggars belief, but now I must yield to you. My only regret is that our battle was so brief. Surely the summit of victory is made sweeter by a more arduous ascent. A new one, Bloodhound. When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, Bloodhound will move to that empty space, unopposed. Whatever. Yeah, I know, Ash. We are on time.